In the last few days, I got a ton of emails and messages on Facebook, Instagram from subscribers and people I know asking about an email that they got from Amazon asking them to provide proof of insurance, of liability insurance for their business within 30 days. And in this video, I'll show you how you get one if you don't, what you do if you're a non-US seller, and what happens if you're not going to provide it within 30 days. So make sure that you watch the entire video to learn more. Hi, this is Tomer from sourcingmonster.com, where I share with you videos, updates, and tutorials about Amazon FBA and e-commerce, and everything that I share with you here is completely free. There is no agenda here. I'm not trying to sell you anything. So please do me a favor, while you go through the video, if you find value in it, make sure you like it, you subscribe to the channel, and you comment with any questions that you have, and of course share it with anyone that you think that could learn about Amazon FBA and e-commerce. And all links that I'm going to mention and resources in this video will be down below in the description section. Okay, so first of all, I will start with the email that I got, and most of you got as well. And who got it is people that didn't upload their liability insurance document, certificate of I think, if I'm not wrong, it's called the CPC, COI, certificate of insurance, and that's the copy that you get from the insurance company, liability insurance company, after you pay for the insurance. And most sellers don't upload it just like that, and so they got this email. And I was one of them, and I do have insurance actually. Before even getting this email, this is something that I definitely recommend to anyone to have insurance, liability insurance, because if you sell defective item on Amazon or Walmart or anywhere, you're liable for that. Even though you're not the manufacturer, it's private label, it's under your name, under your brand, so you might you want to really first of all comply with all the requirements, and second, have insurance just in case, I don't know, something bad happened. Because if you are not compliant with all the requirements in the US, even the liability insurance that you have will not be honored because you didn't really comply. It's your fault. For example, if your item didn't pass specific tests, let's say you are selling toys, then no matter what insurance you have, it's not gonna work. They're not gonna cover and put your claim through. So it's very important, first of all, to make sure that you're compliant. Second thing, to have liability insurance. So when I was trying to upload it, it didn't really allow me to do it, because they say on their interface that I can that it has to be valid for at least 60 days from the day that you upload it. So my insurance expires in October 9th or 11th, something like that. So it's only 30 days from now, less than 30 days. So it's not really working. I have to really get quotes and renew my insurance as soon as possible. The thing is that the insurance companies, I think they take advantage of this, knowing that everyone now increasing, needing that, and they're increasing prices intentionally. So I don't like it, but it is what it is. We have to continue with that. So let me read the email. So even if you're not aware of this email, take this title, copy it, put it in your Gmail or your email that you use in Seller Central. Maybe you missed that, and you need to, most likely, that you will need to upload the document, okay? So let's start with the email. So hello, we're writing to remind you to provide proof of liability insurance for the products you sell through Amazon.com. Please provide this information within 30 days of receiving this email. Why did I receive this email? You're required to provide proof of liability insurance, and our records show you have not done so. As of September 1st, 2021, Section 9 of the Business Solution Agreement requires you to obtain and maintain at least $1 million of commercial, general, umbrella, or excess liability insurance within 30 days after exceeding $10,000 in gross. So these apply only to sellers that sells more than $10,000 a month. So if you're below that, you don't have to provide it, even though I still recommend that you have liability insurance. So if you're a seller that sells more than $10,000, you need it. If not, then you don't have to. It's not really a concern for you to do it right now. It's not a requirement, but it's still recommended. So what do I do next? Upload it within 30 days, yada, yada, yada. So again, for those of you that sells more than $10,000, you need to make sure that the insurance has at least 1 million of commercial general umbrella of excess liability insurance. And at least, now the more the better, but you don't really need more than that. So I did a little research because, like I told you, a lot of people contacted me and I didn't really have answers. So I did a little research. I came across ASTG, if I'm not wrong, that's the name, a group by Ed Rosenberg that is located in New York. They also have great events in New York City and in Brooklyn. And they have, I was able to find through their Telegram group a lot of useful information for you guys. So first of all, how can I obtain liability insurance? You can choose any insurance provider that meets our requirements above. So let's see what are the requirements. So your insurance provider must have global claim handling capabilities. So I heard some people saying, oh, if I'm not non-US resident, I cannot really get insurance in the US because they will ask me for LLC or EIN. So first of all, you can get insurance from outside your country, and I will cover what you need to do with that later. But this is part of the if you're doing with the company outside US or even in the US, make sure that they can provide global claim handling capability and a financial rating S&P A- and or AM best. So make sure that you make A- or better if S&P or AM best is not valid or used in the country where you are registered to obtain insurance. Local equivalent is allowed. So make sure that if you're getting your insurance locally in your country and you are not US seller, that it's meeting these requirements, okay? Your insurance provider must give Amazon at least 30 days notice of cancellation, modification, or renewal. So they have to give Amazon notice, the insurance provider, which I'm not sure many people would do that. Many insurance companies. The policy must name Amazon.com Services LLC and its affiliate and assigned as additional insured. Okay, so this is something that I wasn't really aware of. So this is very important to make sure that they put this as a requirement, really. The deductible for any policies must not be greater than 10,000 and any deductible amount must be listed. Wow, this is really requirements that I wasn't aware. The policy must cover all sales from products you have listed on the Amazon website. This is okay. Your insured name must match the legal entity name you provided on Amazon. So, you know, if it's Tomer, like if it's in your case your personal name, put your personal name. If it's an LLC, put the LLC. The policy must be completed in its entirety and signed, and the policy must be valid at least 60 days. How can I obtain the insurance? Okay, so you can choose any insurance provider that meets our requirements above to help you easily and affordably secure liability insurance. Amazon has worked with an insurance broker to create Amazon Insurance Accelerator, a network of insurance providers who will evaluate and, if appropriate, offer liability insurance at competitive rates to qualifying selling partners. You can learn more about Amazon Insurance Accelerator and contact the providers here. So, what are the requirements? A policy document which is legally binding contract created between the insurer. We already went through it. What are the requirements for those documents? Terms and conditions. Policy document and invoice must contain insurer name. So you also have to provide invoice showing that you paid for it. How do I send the requested information? To submit the requested information, please follow in the steps below. So you have to log into Seller Central, go to settings menu and then select account info to view your seller account information page. So let's do it. Go to seller info, settings, account info, and under account info in the business information info, go to the business insurance here. And here you will have to either get insurance. I was insured with Next, or do it with any other insurance company. So how to get insurance? First check. Okay, so now to the question that you all ask me. What do I do? Okay, so first check which address you have on your account. Why it's so important? Because it's important to know whether you should get one in the US or locally in your country if you're not in the US. So get a quote for a company. I did put the requirements above make sure that they fall, if you're getting an insurance, not from the accelerator program that Amazon offer, not from those insurance companies, then make sure that they meet these requirements. And most likely that you will need to make sure that they meet these requirements if you're getting a liability insurance locally, okay? And it has to match your name. So this is how you do it. So make sure that you act, and you act on this quick. If your address is in the US, get insurance that is valid for at least 60 days. Like I said, that I had an issue with it. Make sure that the quote and address are matching to the one on the seller account. So for those of you that are non-US sellers but they have an LLC here in the US, make sure that you get it under your LLC. For those that are non-US sellers and they don't have LLC, and that's a very common question, make sure that you get insurance that meet the requirements that I mentioned above, okay? And some people like said, oh, I have like to be a US resident. So someone on the Telegram group wrote, not true, you just need insurance for the registered business. They don't care which country the policy is provided. My Australian company has a US insurance and it is approved. I guess you can still get a US insurance even if you're not a US seller, okay? It just has to meet the requirements. So make sure that you check with companies that don't require you to get LLC. And what happens if you don't meet you don't provide the liability insurance within 30 days? So liability insurance, what happens if I do not provide the requested information? If within 60, and this is again credit to Ed Rosenberg from the group, if within 60 days of the first notification by Amazon, we do not receive your proof of insurance, or we are unable to confirm the information you provide within, future disbursements will be held in your seller account until we are able to verify your proof of insurance. If you still do not take any action, or we are still unable to verify your proof of insurance within 90 days of the initial notification, we may not allow you to continue selling on Amazon.com. Okay? So make sure that you try to do it within 30 days. If you can't, it's not the end of the world. The only issue is that you will not get the payments from Amazon. And then you have 60 days to do it. If within 90 days you don't do it, they will shut down your account. They have no one know if they will do it, but they have the right to do it. So I hope I organized kind of the info for you, and it's more clear to you, and it's not really the end of the world. Everything that happens for a reason, and it's actually good. If you didn't have liability insurance, it's definitely the right time for you to do that. And this helps you, basically it's pressure you, and you have no other option to move on and continue selling on Amazon without it. So I don't look at it as a bad thing. So I hope it gave you value and you understand things better. And you can always reach out to me, tomer@sourcing-monster.com, if you have more questions, or join our Facebook group. Again, join our Sourcing Monster Facebook group, where you can engage with me and others and ask questions related to Amazon FBA. And we're trying to build a great community. Please like this video, share it with anyone that can learn something out of it and from the channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you very much for watching.